This is Ellen Marie Francisco. Thanks for coming into my channel. I'm just about to do a little bit of a reading for the month of May and the energies that are hitting us and how best to work with them. I'm feeling a lot of the multicolored chakra stuff going on. So the burn today is the rose petal for chakra work and white sage or purple feather, and got a little bit of Palo Santo. So I've got my candles going. So we'll do a reading. I'm going to light this up. So I was feeling like it was a lot of self-care energy coming into this time round in this month. You wanna come over here, Picker? Come on, buddy. Let's do a reading. Let's get our reading done. You wanna come over? All right. Let's see what's cooking in the cards, as they say. And this, as I said, is for the month of May. So let's see. Aw, coming in his chariot. Look at us go. Aw, and that's divine will. Judgment. The heavens are speaking to us. Oh, good heavens. The Temperance card. Oh boy. The Ten of Pentacles card, which is the gifts that keep on coming back from the universe. Six of Swords, upside down. Three of Wands, High Priestess, Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So let's get into it. With our center card with the Chariot, we are going to have to keep in mind that while we may be willfully running our own lives and doing things that are necessary to do, that ultimately Spirit is our master, so to speak, and the driver of all things. So few on the planet realize how much collusion is involved with getting through the day, spiritual collusion. So I believe that the Chariot has a lot to do with the solar plexus. So solar plexus is your divine will center. Most people don't really let it become their divine will center. They struggle with that and they want to be in control. So this is basically how our month is beginning. We have to understand that while we may have our own desires, that Spirit has a will as well. A lot of us feel like we're on the brink of some beautiful change or some expansion that we've been waiting to. We can even see signs of life, like there's momentum building. But we may just be shy of the mark as far as the timing or the actual next direction. So I would be patient this month with timing issues. No sense in getting in a tizzy over something that doesn't happen immediately for you. If it's in divine timing, it will happen, and you're probably learning how to work better with divine timing now anyway. Also, because the Chariot is 7, so it's the doorway into heaven. I've been feeling this, like if you're not willing to let your higher self dwell in your body a little bit more during these months and days around us in the recent past, it's harder for you to integrate some of the changes that are coming now. So there really does have to be a welcoming of all of you, the higher all of you, that wants to be, looking through. So this is a combined journey. And when you're not in divine timing, what happens? Things slow down. There's often roundabouts and backward motions and things like that are happening because Spirit's trying to get you back on track. So I would, more than anything, trust your intuition, understand that you're on a journey. Not every day is the day to get out the door. Sometimes there's a lot of inner work first, and pre-planning and all the rest. with the judgment card crossing us, this is also a little bit of heaven on earth, earth coming to heaven, and heaven coming to earth. The judgment card is sometimes also telling us to quiet our mind, not to overthink things, not to take things too seriously. What are you doing over there? What? What? What's happening? What? New direction. Yeah, so messages from spirit coming through louder and clearer. Lots and lots and lots of people got hit with the divine light codes that were coming through the solar eclipse recently, and like, I cannot tell you how many people I've heard from firsthand that felt some kind of body sensation in at least their heart chakra, if not some other places, certainly in solar plexus. As well, and it's just game on. Like, the division between the pieces of you that need to fit together for the puzzle of your life are no longer allowed to be fragmented and out of reach. Do you know what I mean? Like, spirit's bringing all of this home to you. Keep your vessel in good form, basically. Don't get overridden with the thoughts of things unless it's to forgive yourself and to welcome in new paradigms of belief and perceptions and perspectives that are actually, in your eyes, good, and a little more evolved. There for sure, many of us are way more psychic than we were just a few weeks ago. And we're working on how to work with those energies day to day. So welcome to your new superpowers. You are a divine being. You are encoded with light magic, and there are certain times that does kick in beautifully for you. So will it into being is the best way to use your will at this point. Use your will to will the missions, and to will the acceptance of them, the willing acceptance of them. With the Temperance card riding underneath us, this is some of the underlying influences this month. Again, we're rooting our crown chakra. Whenever I see the Temperance card now, I think about that. It's a lot of activity in your channels, moving up and down, through your system, that are opening and needing to ground in. You will be tested by some of your most difficult relationships, probably. Your relationship to relationship probably changed in these last couple of months anyway, and you had to deal with all of that. You could be still dealing with the aftermath. So as you're trying to bring more of your heavenly and etheric information, and even some of the dimensional stuff from the astral planes into your body in a way to work with it better, you may just feel a little bit airy. You just may be like, wow, a little bit dizzy here and there, or losing your balance, or things like that. There are new center points in the energetic body that are kicking in as well. So you would have to kind of be slow with yourself. I think that's also part of why we're working with the Chariot energy. You need to know when. The when is important. So tune into your inner landscape and your inner barometrics, basically, and figure out, what's the weather report inside, and what do you need for yourself, right? Did you have a nice phone over there? It's pretty good, right? Yeah. Okay. The other beautiful thing too is we have Ten of Pentacle energy coming in with this card, beautiful card, and it is like the blessings of the universe coming back to us, and our own ability to be open and receive will obviously have a resulting, force on what's coming in to begin with. So keep your hands open to receive. Keep your mind open to receive. Don't do too much prejudging. They're warning, don't judge it. Just accept what's coming. And work with the energies. So you may find surprising allies this month that you didn't know you had. You may be culling out some of the influences that aren't working for you as you gain a better, abundant attitude towards what's yours and all the rest. People may be returning a lot of favors, or just serendipitous, happy actions of love and abundance, essentially. Not to mention, you just may be feeling great. I mean, when you are connected to divine and, you know, your life essence and your God force, you are more light, you are enlightened. So understand that you're on a journey you need to be resourced for. So spirit will often send in the humans around us to give to us pieces for our next journey, like little puzzle pieces in the larger whole. So allow people to give to you without the paranoia that might come to for the untrusting or for the jaded. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be in your wound as this month commences, so that you're open to receiving some of your blessings. You are worthy. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, like, right? We'll tell ourselves we're not, or we'll have some emotional response that might show that we have not a lot of worth in ourselves when people try to give to us. So use this month constructively to work with the energies that are trying to give to you, and do the math on whether you are getting the value structure right. Okay, so don't be undercutting yourself when good people who just want to give and actually are helping allies, helping you get to your next step. Allow them to help you. Let them in, as they say. So your Six of Swords is crowning us today. So, you know, it's very easy to feel disconnected as you're connecting to new parts of yourself, because you're in a new energetic vibration or a frequency, and it's new to you. So there's not a lot of familiarity. Even if you'd astral traveled into your future to see it, I mean, maybe you may see some familiarity in the energetic structure, but the fact is you're probably going to feel a little bit confused and uncertain, and you may be seeing all sides of things as you kind of sort through the eeny, meeny, miny, mo's of how much of the new energies you're actually going to adapt into your day-to-day life. So, and some of us may be just looking for a new home within ourselves, and this could be the month that you're clearing out any of the resistance to your own happiness or your own sense of inner peace. So yeah, it's interesting how I think that we're just doing a lot of work and we're fine-tuning, and there's just a huge wave of souls that are just ready for the amping up of the new game structures, you know, like the new rules of engagement. Because it brings, when you're more connected, it brings in a simple ease. You know, things can be easier without a whole lot of dramatics. And if it's dramatics, it's good dramatics, because you pulled off something that was a miracle, you know, like you healed your cancer, or you saved the day in some other really profound way for others, you know, to benefit from. Speaking of others to benefit from, and things like that. The community card, the Three of Wands, and our soulful connections through our spirit families and through our communities and our regions and things that are really close to home to us. You may be focusing on some of those. So as much as you may be trying to figure out how to receive in better ways from the universe, you're also trying to figure out how to give more to humanity, right? So it's a bit of a one's trying to give and one's giving in the opposite direction. So you may be a conduit, obviously, you know, it's true. Like, a lot of us are here to give, and that is why we need to be willing to receive blessings as well from the universe, because like I said earlier, we need to be resourced. However, so many of us are so far deep into our soul work, you know, like we laid the foundation of trust in our bodies, in our connection to our soul and spirit and our calling. And we have been on this journey for decades, revving up to the point where we can really live la vida loca and finally have a really good time. So I think A lot of people also are going to relish in that this month, or see the glimpse that they weren't wrong, that their faith was not put in the wrong direction. So thank God, because we kind of needed the breakthroughs, right? Like, holy wow. Also got some high priestess energy in here this month, which means, the sensitivities are increasing and the ability to go with the flow, which the chariot would tell you anyway. It's like divine timing or no timing. So the high priestess demands a level of surrender and acceptance, and also she represents the universal flow of energies that you cannot control, that you do not master, that you can only benefit through acquiescence, right? Become the drop in the ocean, to be the ocean and to feel the wave, essentially. So there could be a lot of change, the fluid change, almost like just lots of fluid change. You want to go under, buddy? You want to go under? Okay. I know, right? I know, but you want the blanket, because that's better. Okay, let's work on that. There you go. Under you go. Settle in, sweet pea. There you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah. All in. All right, a few more cards. Here we go. We have the 10 of Cups. So we had an earlier 10 in the 10 of Pentacles. Here is the 10 of Cups. It's a great card too. It's the happy ever after. All my dreams are coming true. And I know there were a lot of breakups earlier in this year. February was like the ultimate of disengagement and reassessing of relationship structures. So to have this perfect relationship card come up in this line throughout our future here for the month, it would say, like, there are some relationships that made it. So for the ones that made it and are maintaining, this is a whole new level of heart contentedness and, like sweet energetic bliss through a lot of heart chakra opening, deepening, and expanding. Whoops, sorry, love bug. I'm going to sit with this and you can go. I love. It's like, oh, you're a love bug. There we go. He's in. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so another sense of journey, obviously, momentum, working with value structures as well, materialisms that we need for our journey. The Knight is also, let me just feel into how that relates to us too. So it's also Earth, right? Like getting more connected to Earth, being out in nature. Obviously, some of the regions that in May are warming up and becoming a little more accessible for you to see the signs of new growth and new opportunity after, the cold, harsh winters. There's also the sense of understanding where you're investing, what needs to be invested in, you of course, but how are you investing in you? So it could be through, higher learning, continued education, things like that have, segments you've got to kind of plod along and get through, where it's not instant gratification or instant results, but it's still something that's working towards your ability to monetize your talents and take care of yourself in the earth plane, essentially, as well. And for those of us who are into plant medicines or cleaner diets or anything that has to do with your natural state of health, you may also be more committed to taking better care of yourself on a physical level and taking more honored care of your divine vessel. And the final card, Four of Swords. So Four of Swords to me is like the spiritual foundation that we build in ourselves when we finally trust that the universe is here to help us. instead of thinking that it's just messing us up. And of course, when you feel like it's messing you up, it's probably because you weren't listening to begin with. So I would say listen to your messages, carve out some time to be in receipt. We did have the Ten of Pentacles, so things are coming one way or another. So don't debunk, by the way, the messages that your loved ones are sending you, right? Oh, I don't know. Did I feel him? Did I not? Did I not? You did if you thought of somebody, you know what I mean? They've probably been around your auric field and are trying to say hello. So let the messages from your spirit guides and your ancestors come in. And drop the card. I don't know if I can get it without... yeah, darn. Ugh. So it's like drop everything, take a rest break. Yeah, your body, by the way, after that solar eclipse must have been hammered. Like most people had some kind of a lull in their energy or just a full-on drag down pull off. So if you fought the idea that you needed to take some extra rest, you may not be fighting it now because it may be forcing it upon you. So I would work within your limits this month. I would give some wiggle room for the listening that's going to be required. I would also keep in mind that you're really not all that in control, as much as you may feel like you've got new powers and new senses and new everything to work with. It just means that universe trusts you a little bit more. You may be a little bit more in the know, but there's still going to be massive blind spots. So just keep the faith and keep the doorways open, I guess, is how I would say that. And have a fantastic month. And thanks for coming in. Piglet wants to say good night, so I will say good night as well. Come on, it's okay. All right. Settle in, Bun Bun. All right. Bonus card, is that what you're saying? Okay. Aw, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, story time. Writing new chapters, starting new books. Yeah, so there you go. I think a lot of us are going to see really great breakthroughs. A lot of things where you just go, whew, I did it. Now I can autopilot a little bit and enjoy it. It's not as much doom and gloom as some might like you to believe. So, and no, there's lots of people coming into their powers in ways they never have. So keep the faith, work it. What would you like, Piglet? Did you get another bone? Thanks for coming in. See you next time.